All right, well, good morning and welcome to our daily walk. We've got a snow-filled walk today. If you look out your windows here in northern Michigan, it's a little bit snowy out there, probably about 4 inches, maybe five in spots, depending on the snow drift and all that. Might be a little bit more, but man, it's beautiful out there. That fresh powder, fresh covering of snow, it sure is beautiful. Thank you for joining for our daily walk. Looking forward to our time reading the Word of God here this morning. And want to encourage you, if you're just now getting on, you might be up getting ready for church. And we're excited to see you in just an hour and a half or so. And hopefully you can make it out here today. I know that the roads might be a little bit challenging, but hopefully you'll be able to get out. If not, we will be live streaming our morning service, Lord willing, and so be sure and check in on that. But don't use the live stream as an excuse to not attend in person. All right, hit that share button real quick. Comment as well, and we're going to go to the book of Job and continue reading through that. Continue walking through the scriptures in Job chapter number 18. Job chapter number 18. Bible tells us in verse number 1, as we read here, Bildad once again jumps in, and he is once again striving to thwart Job's logic and thinking and all of that, and his theology and that. And so let's look. Job 18 and verse number 1, the Bible says, Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, How long will it be ere you make an end of words? Mark, and afterward we will speak. Wherefore are we counted as beasts and reputed vile in your sight? He teareth himself in his anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee? And shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straitened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side. It shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no shame in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. And once again, this telling of who Job is, he says, how long are you going to keep talking? And then he gives us a description of the wicked, of which they have called Job. Now let's look at Job's response here in chapter 19. Then Job answered and said, How long will ye vex my soul and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times have ye reproached me. You're not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me? And be it indeed that I have erred, mine error remaineth with myself. If indeed you will magnify yourselves against me and plead against me my reproach, and note what he has said here. He has said that his friends have magnified themselves. They've built themselves up and made themselves look good in comparison to to Job. And so this isn't a condemnation of Job's righteousness. It's a building up of their own righteousness. Verse number 6, Know ye, know now that God hath overthrown me, and hath compassed me with his net. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, and there is no judgment. He hath fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he hath set darkness in his paths. He has stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from my head. He hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope that hath he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. He hath put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintances are verily estranged from me. Wow, what a statement here. My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They've forgotten, those that were close to Job have forgotten who Job was, and they're so quick to pass judgment and cast doubt upon his legitimate testimony. They that dwell in mine house and my maids count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer. I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, though I entreated for the children's sake of mine own body. Yea, young children despised me. I arose, and they spake against me. All my inward friends abhorred me, and they whom I loved are turned against me. My bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. Have pity upon me. Have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God hath touched me. Why do ye persecute me as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written. Oh, that they were printed in a book, that they were graven with an iron pen and lead in the rock forever. For I know, get this now, that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. What confidence Job maintains in his God. Yes, he notes that it's God that has allowed this and has brought this into his life, but he says, I know that my Redeemer liveth. What a tremendous truth there. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. But ye should say, why persecute we him, seeing the root of the matter is found in me? But ye, be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is judgment. Tremendous truth there, preached by Job in that chapter. Now, Zophar chimes in here, verse number 1. Then answered Zophar the Naamathite and said, Therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And that's what they're saying about Job. Job, your wickedness is so great. You've experienced the joy of the wicked. The triumphing of the wicked for a short time, and now look at you. Wow. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for he shall not restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he hath oppressed, and he hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goodness. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of the steel shall strike him through. And it is strong, it is drawn, and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. Chapter 21, Job's now response. Remember, so what Bildad Zophar just spoke about, the wickedness, which is what they have called Job. They have called Job wicked, and they say, Job, this is your plight. This is what's going to happen, or continue to happen if you continue in your sin. Job responds now. But Job answered and said, hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolations. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mock on. He says, hey, listen to me for a moment, and then when I'm done, you can keep doing what you're doing. As for me, is my complaint to man. And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me, and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth. Even when I remember I am afraid, and trembling taketh hold of my flesh. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power. Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty, that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? God distributeth sorrows in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high? One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. And another dieth in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. Look at the contrast there. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worms shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction? Look at that. Job stating that the wicked's day is going to come. They may enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season, as is referenced here, but he says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repair him what he hath done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be sweet unto him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. How then comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answers there remaineth falsehood? Job really stepping up and describing the wicked and how they prosper and appear to prosper in this life. He then states that God judges the wicked, the righteous. We know that, but the learned and the unlearned, God judges them, and God knows all. We note here at the end what Job says here is that their teaching, their theology is all wrong. His friends, their theology is wrong in the fact that God only judges the wicked, for the wicked prosper. And so God judges both the wicked and the righteous, and that we must remember. And so let's keep a short account with the Lord. If we know that we've sinned, hey, confess it, and then forsake it. Hey, if it's something you're struggling with, hey, continue to battle. Don't give up. Continue to seek that victory that God has promised. And then here at the end of the chapter, Job lays out this question and says, how then comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answers there remaineth falsehood. He says, guys, you're wrong in your theology, and I maintain my innocence, and he continues to maintain that innocence, and continues to state that they are wrong in their thinking. Thank you so much for joining me today for our daily walk. Look forward to our next time together. Want to encourage you, if you are watching from somewhere else outside of town or outside of the area, and you're not able to attend church in person, you are more than welcome to rejoin us here in about 2 hours for our morning service, which we will be live streaming, Lord willing. So look forward to having some of you back for that. I know some of our church family, we did get some snow last night. The roads are decent. They're not great. And so be careful if you're traveling in. If you're not going to be able to make it in, be sure and connect with us through our live stream this morning. Thank you so much for joining me for our daily walk. Look forward to walking with you again through the scriptures tomorrow.